Hi Capricorn, welcome. This is your reading, which is going to cover the time frame of August. So this is for August 2020, and the reading itself I just feel is really to cover that entire month. And I think what I'm going to do is come back a few times throughout August and kind of just check in with the energies. So we're going to start it right off doing the entire month of August for you, Capricorn. So this is going to be a Capricorn collective reading, so where it can be so general. If you find specific messages are not resonating, don't try to force the messages simply to make them fit, right? It just means those messages were meant for someone else. All right, so to get centered into the energies, I'm just going to take a few deep breaths. So when you're releasing on the exhale, just imagine that you're releasing all of the negative, toxic, yucky stuff from your system. And then I'm going to take another deep, deep breath. And that helps to bring in all of the positive, yummy, good, juicy stuff our way. How is everyone doing? Hope everyone's feeling stillness and calmness and peace during the day. You take a few moments just to yourself to connect with the spirit. All right, so we're going to start the read with your energy oracle card. So this is going to provide us with the overall energy here for the entire reading today. Spirit, please provide an overall message here for... There's your message. It says, LIBIDO spirit, magic works through you. So this is telling me that you're manifesting. You're using the law of attraction. You're maintaining high vibrational energies here so that you can co-create. This is really, really nice energy. Let's take a look with clarifying details here. Spirit, please provide clarifying details for Capricorn. This is going to cover the time frame of August 2020. Wow. You definitely are manifesting. Beautiful manifestations. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, first card up, we have the Six of Materials traditional tarot deck. This is going to cover Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Six of Coins. Energies here. You're getting a gift of some kind. I feel as though it's a gift that you've manifested for yourself. It's a gift coming directly from the universe. You're being blessed. You're given some form of a blessing here. I'm getting this as well in a couple of the reads during this specific time frame. I'm finding that in the collective, for every read, people are focusing somewhat during this time, on legacy. Yeah, legacy. It's about something to do with a relative, something to do with passing along information, passing along material possessions, passing along some form of a legacy to the next generation. But this is some form of a payout in some way, shape, or form. But honestly, it's really unexpected for you. You did not did not expect this. I love the energies as well. For others, it's just about being accepted for who you are. Yeah, it's a beautiful energy of just feeling accepted and feeling loved for deep down truly who you are as a human being. So, and it goes without saying that your energies here are definitely also about you stepping up and giving to others in this time without any expectation of anything in return. Because you believe that the gift itself is in the giving, right? Five of Emotions, next card. This is about Five of Cups, traditional tarot. So this can relate to some form of unhappiness in a relationship that you're involved with. This can be friends, families, co-workers, romantic partners. It's likely some form of a really close relationship. And it's possible that there's some unhappiness now during this point in time within the relationship. So there might become a little bit of either physical distance, so you're physically distancing yourself from them to protect your own energies. You may be emotionally withdrawn from this person during this time just to protect your own energies. You are finding it, of course, a bit distressing. You naturally would. It's your nature, it's your character, it's your loving nature, truly. This is not something that likely could have been avoided. It's just about accepting the reality of the situation here. It's something that is meant to stay in the past and not dragged continually into the now moment or into the future. So if it's not if it's an unhappy relationship in some way, shape, or form right now, you really don't have the energy for it, Capricorn, and you definitely cannot afford to allow others to tap into your energies right now. Your energy is incredibly valuable to you right now, and you have to put yourself first at this very point in time. Chariot card, next card, look at that, it's Major Arcana. So this is potentially Capricorn looking for some adventure here. You might be looking towards, not necessarily a long journey, but you might be moving towards a journey in the sense that you might be looking towards a new career. I do feel for a lot of you, it has to do with learning. A lot of determination here in your energy. So if there's something that if there's also something that you feel that you are destined to do this kind of energy with determination, and it is really allowing you to push forward. And oh, interestingly enough, there's definite indication as well in the energies that there's some form of adventure. It's your libido is increasing during this point in time, and there's some form of adventure here in that area for you. There could be definite indication of light and dark energies which are coming up for you in your future. This does not have to be the month of August. This could be in the near future, however. So really that's something to prepare for, in the sense that really understanding we all have both light and dark aspects of ourselves, and your journey is really going to be potentially seeing both sides, right? And it can be somewhat of a challenge for you, and I do feel that it's something that you are definitely able to handle. Next is also Major Arcana, so I feel really great about those two appearing side by side. Temperance. You're finding some balance here. You're having patience with yourself, and you're really, how do I say it? Anyone who's trying to be somewhat of a toxic influence here really isn't able to tap into your energies, and so you're able to easily harmonize conflict here is what I'm getting from this. And at the same time, you're also keeping projects moving forward. And then finally, it's really for those of you who feel guided to for one reason or another, it really can be for you specifically, and this is not for everyone. About family growth, so it's likely some form of relationships that you recognize can be repaired, and you're certainly willing to do that. You may be working towards that in the future with the whole conscious mind frame mindset that while you do so, you can also have boundaries and standards that you expect to be respected, basically. 8 of Voices would be the 8 of Swords. So you might have a little bit of a denial here on some aspect of not being able to really understand how to move forward, right? You want to move forward. You want things to work out if it's within a relationship. You really maybe haven't come full circle as to what approach to take, and that's okay. You might consult others. So it's really just about getting out of this emotional space that you've been in, which maybe, how do I say it? You're kind of cutting the cords maybe from an individual who has been emotionally draining towards you, and you realize that you can still cut those emotional cords and still have that relationship and build upon this relationship. You're just not really sure how to approach that at this point, and like I said, that's okay. This is something that is not going to happen overnight. It might take some time, and it's normal, it's natural, and I do feel that it's a really great place for you to be. It's an understanding of the situation, and you will gradually come into more so action movement towards the situation. The Tower, is it upside down? Nature Arcana, the Tower. So for others who very much have made the call for themselves, that there is a situation that is not in your best interest, and you're going to know specifically for you if this is the top thing that really is on your mind while watching this reading, is questions about this relationship that you have. Some of you might just really have some pride that goes along with this relationship. So it could very much symbolize your ego, right? So your ego could really be torn down here with this Tower. So it's potential here that a relationship that you have fabricated really is just, it's not healthy, or it's not on stable, solid foundation here. So if that is the case, where this relationship is built on something that's not stable to begin with. There's really little you can do about the situation to repair it. So for those of you who don't have any form of solid foundation whatsoever in a difficult relationship, it's not something that you can dwell on, right? I think the whole idea is to begin again, right? So you really would be, I think you're all going to end up being stronger. So whoever is involved in the relationship, you and another, or you and a group of people, are all going to become stronger, because you're going to start over. You're going to start from scratch. You're going to start with a lot of honesty. So this can be a challenge for you, but it can also really bring in, obviously it's going to bring in some different results, right? Whatever you've been doing in the past hasn't worked, and you're okay with letting that behavior or belief system go, and yeah, you're just willing to move forward, and it's with or without them. And at this point, you're putting yourself first. I think that's fantastic. Spirit, can you please provide clarifying details for the Capricorn collective, which is going to cover the time frame of August 2020. Oh, wow. Thank you for these messages, Spirit. Any additional messages that you would like to have come forward for our lovely Capricorn collective? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, this is pretty intense. I pulled 4 more cards, and the first 3 of them are major arcana. Yeah, so it's intense, for sure, intense. Justice or strength was the first one that came up. This is about you being courageous. This is about you having patience with yourself, maybe even patience with others. You're really, you're going to have persistence that's needed in dealing with difficult people, difficult situations. So if you're provoked in any way, just be prepared to maybe need to take a time out to negotiate. And this is a really huge message for some of you. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. It's a kind of quiet confidence here as well. I'm hearing overt strength. This is also about internal conflict, right? So what's going on inside of you, and the necessity of really accepting your shadow side. We all have a shadow side. Maybe you've never been accepting of that shadow side of yourself before. But the really nice info from the read here is this is definitely indicating good health. If you've been needing some additional boost in energy as far as physical health goes. Next is also Major Arcana, the Lover's card. It's more so about you being mature with the self. It's more so about tension, conflicts from the past are being resolved. So if there has been some uncertainty, this is really where you can follow both your heart and your intuition. But a lot of people in the Capricorn collective have unfortunately outgrown an environment. So you're finding yourself struggling simply because you've outgrown a situation, you've outgrown an environment, you've outgrown a relationship, you've really outgrown something. It's served its purpose, and it's time to move forward. You don't have to forget. But this is a really great symbolism here, as far as it's about you having independence, you taking your independence to the next level. The Sun card, see, third card in a row, Major Arcana. This is my favorite card in the whole read, in the deck actually. So this is time for the good things in life. If you need to rest. If you want to play. If you feel love, then share love. Some people, I do sense some traveling here. I don't see it obviously during these times being long distance travel. It can be moving short distances to see families in different nearby communities, for example, maybe that you haven't been able to see for a while. Just looking for some form of an energy, but I did mention earlier this can be a little bit of a reconciliation, as far as when I mentioned you have an increased libido kind of energy here. This could be some form of honeymoon stage that you're going through in a relationship. A lot of people are definitely going through relationship lessons right now, relationship growth, big time in the collective. Next card, this is the last card of your reading. It is the Ten of Swords. So yeah, definite indication here of endings. It's very much telling me that whatever it is for you specifically, Capricorn, that is not serving you, you've known this for quite some time. You're really coming to terms with it. You're okay with it. You're understanding that there are some things that are simply out of your control. You're looking at doing what's the best for you in your situation. You're looking at taking care of yourself. You're not having any remorse or any grief over the situation any longer. What's happening here is you're having this closure, you're having this ending, and the reason why is because you have this energy, right? This energy that you're going to start to manifest things. You're really going to start to co-create things in your life which you expect, which you deserve, which you have always wanted. But at this point in time, you're actively taking the steps that you need to go forward and to have and live this life that you desire for yourself. This is, I guess, the best way to put, I might even put this down as your title. This time is all about you. You are in focus during this very point in time. I'm going to go ahead and get a gratitude message. Spirit, please provide an additional message for Capricorn, and this will be a gratitude message. It says, be mindful, be grateful, be positive, be true, be kind. All things right now that are within your focus. These are just little reminders that there's always something that we can find in our lives to be grateful for, right? All right, let's get the last card, which will be the inspirational message. Spirit, please provide one additional message for the Capricorn Collective. One additional message, please, Spirit. This is your card. It says, I embrace the pace of my life and trust I am exactly where I should be at this time. So hopefully this is helpful to some of you. Hopefully some of this information has been meaningful in some way. If you do feel that it can be helpful to others, please feel free to pass this information along as well. Do me a favor, if you found it helpful, please click on like. That would really help me personally. And if you feel that you'd like to come back for these readings in the future, don't forget to click on subscribe. Join our community of beautiful, lovely souls who are here to uplift, inspire, and really just help each other in times of need, right? Place that you can come really of no judgment. So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take just a moment. I did post the name of the winner for the free personal read contest. So that's on the community section of this page if you want to check that out. Congratulations to our winner. All right, so I'm going to go ahead as promised. I am going to take just a moment to answer a question. So a question which was added in the comments a few weeks ago in the Capricorn video. So let's take a look. Serena L., you asked, am I an empath? Am I supposed to use these abilities to work with animals, nature, and children? I can pretty much tell you, Serena, just by reading the question itself, definitely going to select some cards here for you. But if you're asking the question, if you're an empath, you likely already know that you are. Spirit, please provide details regarding specific question put forward from Serena. Are you able to confirm if she has empathic abilities? That was very quick. Very, very quick. All right. So your first card that popped out, can't just pull one card. It doesn't feel right. So 3 of Pentacles came up for you. I'm definitely sensing a form of creativity here and creative paths, and just beginning with those energies, moving forward into Swords, King of Swords energy. This is ambition. You're sharp and decisive, which is another indication to me. It's all adding up here. 9 of Swords. Suffering. This can definitely, this is not your own personal suffering. I feel that the suffering is something that you can relate to others. You can put yourself in other situations, the good and the bad, so you're able to easily see when others are suffering. And then, of course, the last card that appeared here for you in the read is 4 of Cups. So I would say without a doubt, there's definite indication here that you have the empathic abilities. You have, it's empathic abilities. I don't know if you've nurtured them to your highest potential. That is something I think you're exploring during this time, however. But I do feel very, very deeply that you're very, very connected on this level. And Four of Cups, however, this is telling me that there's a little bit of boredom here in your energies. And it's allowing you, interestingly enough, to kind of rediscover your faith. So at the end of the day, I do feel that the energies are definitely supporting, like I said, the empathic abilities. And I find with the boredom energy, I think you haven't really decided what you personally want to do with the energies, what you feel maybe you've been guided to do with your abilities is to work with animals, nature, children. I just see something bigger. I sense something bigger. I sense something more. There's something more intimate. That's the best interpretation here in this particular reader spread. So if you're using your empathic abilities and you feel that you're destined to do something moving forward with them, I do sense strongly that it's something that is going to be very intimate to you, and you're just instinctively going to have that light bulb moment of knowing that this is a specific person, a specific child that you need to reach out and help. It's one of those very intimate connections that's going to come about here with this card. All right, so that's it for the read for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I will continue to try to answer some questions from reading to reading. If you want to continue to put comments down below, ask questions, I'll try to pull a few cards at the end for different individuals, the lucky individuals who get their names picked. So make sure at this time, everyone, please, please, please take care of yourself first and foremost. Fill your own cup. Once your cup is overflowing, you can then go out and help others, right? With your wisdom, knowledge, your beautiful light can shine so bright out into the world, which needs that at such a desperate time in humanity. All right, guys. So remember as well, in a world or a universe where you can be anything, be free. And we'll talk soon. So take care, everyone. Bye.